right, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. Today's story, 6 dates a week, not 6 days a week, 6 dates a week. I wanted to save money. You know, when times get tough, women are always the first to say, oh, we're strong and we'll fight the patriarchy and we'll lead the way. And then crap starts falling down. The first thing they do is, how can I take advantage of men and have somebody else pay for my crap? So much for being strong and stunning and brave. Before we jump right into the main story, another update. This is only 6 seconds long. This is a gal. She says, I got an automatic email that told me 18,000 other people got laid off. And she started this off with, when you're a software developer at Amazon, your job will always be secure. Looking at this girl and seeing that she might be working in the head office, there's always part of me that wonders, like, are they really just totally untalented except for looking pretty, and maybe that's how they got their job? Because, boy, all these gals are sure losing their job mighty quick, and they're all pretty enough to have tons of followers on TikTok. So it makes me wonder if maybe their only asset is their assets. Did I say that wrong? My bad. And here's the other thing. This was literally posted like yesterday or the day before. Women are now finding ways to, again, fake looking more attractive than they actually are. Now, this girl, yeah, she's got makeup on, but she's like, I'm going to mute this because who cares? It's probably a bunch of crappy music. But here's the thing. She's not bad looking, and she's got a good body shape. But these women now have come out with, or these companies have come out with, shorts that are called BBL shorts, which are big booty Latina shorts. And look at this. It flares out the hips. It creates that little bit of a thigh gap going on, and it makes their butts bigger. And now when you put her in this dress, look at the difference between that. Like, it's 2 or 3 inches on each. Now, again, she's not a bad-looking girl from the beginning, but, man, they're faking everything now. They pad the bras to make those look bigger. They're padding their thighs. They're padding their butts, so she might have some, like, Chicken Little legs underneath this thing. And, yeah, they're adding hips. They're adding butts. They're pushing up their breasticles with fake bras. They put on makeup. They put on wigs and hair weaves and fake eyelashes. And you know what this reminds me of? I forget which Wayans Brothers movie it was. It might have been I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, or one of these other ones. But the guy hooks up with this girl, takes her back to his place, and first thing she does is, like, she's taking off her wig, then she takes off a leg, then she takes off out her teeth, and before you know it, she looks like an 80-year-old hag where, 15 seconds before she was smoking hot. I don't remember which movie it was in, but that's where we're going with all this stuff. So I'm telling you, you want to know what a woman looks like? Take her swimming. She can't fake anything in a small bathing suit and no makeup, and she has to swim in the water. So main story here. From the New York Post, and this is, I think, just from yesterday, the day before. I went on 6 dates a week, and I didn't have to buy groceries for 2 years. Now, of course, she says, my main intention was not, being a freeloader, but turns out it worked out pretty well. But I really did this for love. How much love are you going to find going on dates with 6 different dudes every week? They say, forget dine and dash. This former Wall Street trader. So she made the money, but she's former now. So she got laid off. Vivian, too, known to TikTok as Who Cares, first went viral in 2021 with a clip in which she bragged about went on 6 dates a week to avoid paying for groceries. Between 2016 and 2018, I didn't buy groceries once, probably saved about $150 a week, says the former Wall Street trader. So it doesn't matter how much money they make. They're going to mooch off you if they can. Now, in a new interview with Elite Daily, TikTok superstar 2 admitted to her 2.3 million followers. And this is why I do these videos, because so many guys are like, dude, what does this have to do with men's culture? Because women are leeches. They're vampires. They will suck the money out of your wallet like a vampire does blood. And when you have that many million followers, and there's, I don't know, 10 or 20 or 30 of them with tons of followers, you're talking about a hell of a lot of women that are looking at this going, hey, maybe that's not a bad idea. She now says that she jokingly made the controversial video, and she didn't start going on dates just for food. However, she really did notice an ease with her finances when stealing from men. Oh, no, I'm sorry. While looking for love. I read that wrong. Yeah, she may not have just for food, but she was like, oh, it's for food and maybe meeting a good guy. And this is on the dating apps, even if you're like, hey, I met this chick and she's cute and we had a conversation and we went out to date and I took her out to dinner, but I never heard from her again. Well, congratulations. You're like all these other dudes. You're a meal ticket. To explain to the outlet, she was really going on the dating apps to find a connection when she first moved to New York City. Yeah, find a connection with men's wallets, but quickly realized, oh, I can go get I can go to a fun tapas restaurant for probably free, or I can spend my own money on food at the grocery store that I still need to cook, and it's probably not going to taste as good. So not only is she a crappy cook, but she's also wants to take your money. She did this, she says, between 2016 and 2018, I didn't buy groceries once. There's obviously subconscious thinking that goes into it, she admitted. Yes, subconsciously, I want to use men for their resources. All women do to some degree, and I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. Like if a girl's like, hey, I'm going to give you the punani, and you will have access to my young, low body count body, guys are like, okay, I'll marry that. You know, that's, and take care of you and take care of a family. So it is man brings resources, women, but the women aren't bringing anything anymore. But again, they still want you to bring all your crap. She further explained that while she was making $95,000 a year, her living expenses were very high, living in Hell's Kitchen. It wasn't the easiest to afford, to find affordable groceries nearby. You didn't have to, you could have had a roommate. There are apartments that are not that expensive. I mean, and even, you know, thinking about this, I remember seeing some postings for very, very tiny apartments for about $5,000 a month right in downtown Manhattan, which is about as expensive as you're going to get. That's 60 grand a year on rent. That's really expensive. That still leaves you 35 grand for what? A subway pass and your food? But no, that wasn't good enough for her. And they don't show pictures of her apartment or anything, but she said, yeah, didn't just start going on dates for food. The market closest to my apartment was incredibly expensive, so I never felt comfortable shopping there. Instead, I would steal from men because that made me feel a lot more comfortable. Oh, no, that's not what she says. She says instead I would haul my butt on the subway 15 blocks to Trader Joe's and grab all that I could carry. Oh, how tough to get on a subway and go 15 whole blocks to go to a very expensive, all-natural grocery store at Trader Joe's. See, she could have made compromises, but instead of making compromises, she just decided, I'm going to steal from men. She said, but by going on 6 dates a week, she saved what amassed to be thousands in discretionary income, which she spent on things like savings, investing, black Prada bag to replace my tattered Longchamp tote. Now, I know Prada's not cheap. I imagine Longchamp, but it was tattered, you see. I couldn't just go down to Old Navy or Walmart and buy a, perfectly serviceable $30 bag. I had to take from men so I could afford my expensive things. But Tu's practices continued to divide TikTok users. Some crowned her a girl boss. See, so when women say I'm a girl boss, what they really mean is all my stuff is for me and all your stuff is for me too. And others called it borderline unethical. There's no borderline. This is unethical. Let's change this. Handsome guy goes out with dates with women 6 days a week so they pay for his food so he can invest in his future and buy, I don't know, video games. I'm pretty sure this article would have taken a slightly different tone, don't you? Someone else says smarter, not harder. Oh, she's smart. The guys are the ones working harder. Finesse the bag, another cheered on. Toxic femininity, one hater declared. Oh, so he's a hater for calling out for her toxic femininity. Again, you can see the bias in this. Somebody else said if you were good with money, you wouldn't need those dates. And I was busy investing my money since I wasn't spending it on food. So instead of guys investing it on maybe somebody that actually might care about them, instead of guys investing it for their future, you felt it was okay to go on their dates and have them pay for your food, so you could invest in your future. Do you see how selfish these women have become? And she's not even a looker. She says, while she now knows that there are better money-saving strategies, Tu doesn't regret her dates. She says even the occasional cheapskates that asked her to split the bill. So the men were cheap to ask to split the bill, but she was fine getting them to pay for all of it, even though she was taking the money she was saving it and using it elsewhere and had no intentions of really finding an emotional connection. And when a guy's like, look, this is a first date, let's go halves on that, they're the cheap ones. Holy entitled bullshit, Batman. She said, even if you do put your card down, it's still a win. You get to say you went somewhere new, ate great food, made a new connection, or at least practiced your small talk. Jesus. And I'm okay with this. Here's why. I'm okay with this. I'm okay that they're writing stories about these idiots. I'm okay that they're getting millions of followers on TikTok. Because as bad as other women are going to be by following these practices, young men and men that are still dating can see what's happening now. It's all the cards are laid out on the table. And then if a dude still wants to be thirsty and try hard on the dating apps and go out on dates and pay money for meals and he gets ghosted and he's like, I don't understand. Dude, the information's out there. This is all on you. You can't say you didn't know what was happening. It's been happening for years now. So I don't feel sorry for any of the guys that get taken advantage of like this. And here's the thing. If a girl does like your conversation and does want to meet up with you and you say, hey, yeah, let's go grab a coffee at a coffee shop. I'll meet you down there at 3. You show up at 3:05 or 3:10 or even early, grab your coffee, and then sit down and wait for her. And if she comes over without a coffee, you don't care. You have your coffee. If she wants to go get a coffee, she can go get a coffee and pay for it while she's at the register. That's where we are now. And if she really likes you, she'll be okay with that. If she really, really likes you, she'll pay for your coffee. But if they're like, no, you need to wine and dine me. No, that's done. And you know who ruined it? Women. I'm going to have another story coming up next. I'm going to put this one out today. Desperate women are husband hunting in hardware stores. Again, the bad times, they are a-coming, and the women are looking for escape routes. All the stunning and brave women are looking for escape routes. Guys, if you're here on YouTube, join me on betterbachelor.locals.com. We got communities and forums and posts. I just did a really huge expose, like an hour and a half, on the new Veritas leak and lots of information about the jibbity jabs. So join me over there if you want to get in on that. Great community. Just thousands of great like-minded guys over there. So make sure to join us today. I would appreciate it.